Hello everyone, myself Hanmesh. In the last video, we learnt about the Lakshana of Apta and the Aptopadesha. In this video, we are going to learn about the characteristics of the Shabda. So, welcome to our channel, The Sage Ayurveda, where we learn about the topics related to only Ayurveda. Characteristics of the Shabda. First of all, the Shabda means what? We already know it is a group of letters is also called as the Shabda. Ayurveda believes that even for the Pratyaksha Jnana, the person require a Shabda Jnana. Okay. First, in the beginning, a physician may observe the so many signs in each patient. But what is the use of it? Right? Basically, he must have some information about the disease and the features to Shabda Pramana. Otherwise, all the observations are considered as the layman's observations. Okay, let's recall it once again. Okay, it seems to be difficult. A group of letters is called as Shabda. Okay, Ayurveda believes that for the Pratyaksha Jnana, for the direct inspection of the patient, a person require a Shabda Jnana. Right? Okay. Initially, a physician may observe the so many signs in patient. But what is the use of it if the physician does not know about the Shabda Jnana? He can't able to write it on a paper. Right? So, without the Shabda Jnana, the physician can't able to express what the symptoms or the signs he has been seen or observed in a patient. So, without the Shabda Jnana, the observations can be considered as the layman's observation. Directly moving to the next point, that is, what is the Lakshana of the Shabda then? Shabdo Nama Varna Samanvaya. It is mentioned in the Charaka Vimanasthana 8th chapter 38th shloka. Means the combination of the letters is called as Shabda. Once again, Shabdo Nama Varna Samanvaya. The combination of the letters is called as Shabda. According to the Tarka Sangraha, he mentions that Apta Vakyam Shabdaha. The words which is spoken by the Apta is known as Shabda. You already know the Apta, the person who is derived from the Rajas and Tamas. He can be considered as an Apta. So, whatever the words which is spoken by that Apta, it is called as Shabda. According to the Charaka, these Shabda can be classified into the four types. Shabda, it can be classified into the four types, that is Dristarthascha, Adristarthascha, Satyascha, Anrutascha. Charaka, he give it as a shloka, that is Shabdo Nama Varna Samanvayaha Sa Chaturvidaha Dristarthascha, Adristarthascha, Satyascha, Anrutascheti. Okay, you already know the half shloka, that is Shabdo Nama Varna Samanvaya in the Lakshana of the Shabda. Okay, Sa Chaturvidaha means they are four in number. They are Dristarthascha, Adristarthascha, Satyascha, Anrutascheti. Let's see one by one. Dristarthascha. Here, the words which can be experienced or realized through the senses, they can be considered as a Dristarthascha. It can be says that the object of the sight. Let us take an example. By taking improper food, it can vitiate the dosha. It can be realized or it can be sensed through the sense organs. For example, here the person, he is eating junk food. So, the doshas will be vitiate in his body. It can be relatable or it can be observed through the sense organs. It can be realized. So, this Shabda can be considered as the Dristarthascha. Second one, it is nothing but a Adristarthascha. The Shabda which cannot be seen or obtained through the Anumana Pramana, they can be considered as a Adristarthascha. Just understand that the Shabda or the Vishaya which cannot be seen, those Shabda can be considered as an Adristarthascha. For example, the concept of rebirth, it can't be seen. It can be considered as an adrishtartascha shabda. Third point, it is nothing but a satyascha, the knowledge which is true. For example, I can give easy that the sun is hot. It is a true statement, right? So it is a satyascha. Anrutascha means which gives the opposite to satya, means it is a false, right? For example, the sun is cold. It is a false statement. So it is a anruta shabda. Hope you understand these four types of the shabda which is mentioned by Charaka. Once again, we can recall the shloka, that is Shabdo Nama Varna Samanvayah Sa Chaturvidah Drishtartascha Adrishtartascha Satyascha Anrutascheti. You may ask, what about the other scholars? Yeah, even other scholars also given the classification. According to the Tarka Sangraha, he mentioned that Dvani Lakshanatmaka and Varna Lakshanatmaka. What is Dvani Lakshanatmaka and Varna Lakshanatmaka? Means Dvani Lakshanatmaka, the Shabda which is produced by the instrument. Okay, it is called as Dvani Lakshanatmaka. Varna Lakshanatmaka, the Shabda which is produced by the vocals, which has meaning. Dvani Lakshanatmaka doesn't have any meaning, whereas Varna Lakshanatmaka have meaning. Next, according to the Chakrapani, he classifies the Shabda as Brahmadi and Apta Shabda. You can easily guess this. Brahmadi means which is mentioned in the Veda or Smriti. Apta Shabda means which is spoken by the Shabda. That's all. According to the others, they classified as a Laukika Shabda, Alaukika Shabda, Sadharana Shabda. Video, we learnt about the Lakshana of Shabda and the shlokas Shabdo Nama Varna Samanvayah, Apta Vakyam Shabda, and the types according to the Charaka. The shloka, you know that. Next, the classification of the Shabda according to the different scholars. According to the Tarka Sangraha, Dvani Lakshanatmaka and the Varna Lakshanatmaka. According to the Chakrapani, Brahmadi and the Apta Shabda. According to the others, it is Laukika, Alaukika and the Sadharana. Thank you for watching the video. All my notes will be available in the Instagram ID, The Sage Ayurveda. Don't forget to subscribe.